the Strength Flow. Thank you for spending your evening with me. This camera will reset here in a second. But for right now, let's just start with some hip circles. You're going to pull that right knee up, nice and strong through the body as you open up the hip, press the big toe into the ground, pull back up, bring it back in, and let's alternate sides. You don't need to continue to work that slow, especially if you're feeling pretty good already. We're tight through the belly, strong through the hips, strong through the feet as we work side to side. As you start to feel a little more comfortable, again, you can pick up that pace a little bit. Woo, I've lost it. All right, we're going to transition that right into an alternating reverse lunge. So once you're ready, step the right arm back. You're not worried about how many reps you get here. We're just opening up the hip, opening up the ankle a little bit, turning on the midsection, all the good stuff that we know so well. Strong that upper back, tall through that head. About 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and right back into those hip circles. Open, close, open, close. We're strong. Tight through that belly. And we're going to transition right into our squat. Finish up that last hip circle. Find your natural squat. And we're just working a couple strong air squats. Pulling those hips down. Trying to keep that chest proud. Pay attention to that strong midsection. Pay attention to driving those knees out as you need to make sure you're getting that appropriate squat depth for you. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right. Last little drill I want to do is more for upper body. It's to get the shoulder girdled nice and prepped before we get into the actual workout. So we're going to make our way into our beast position. You know that one well. Hands underneath the shoulders. Knees under the hips, and we're going to get those knees off the ground. So we're nice and strong here. Elbow creases are turned forward. Fingertips are dug into the floor. We're nice and supported. All right, so from here, we're going to pull those shoulder blades back, and then press. Pull them back and down. Press. Arms stay straight. Back and down. Press. Back and down. Press. One more. Back and down. Press. Awesome. All right. Let's make our way back up. All right. So today's movements, mentioned if you're here before class, we got 5 movements to work through. They're going to be anywhere from 40 to 45 second intervals, about 15 to 20 seconds rest, depending on the movement we're coming out of. All right. The first one is one we know pretty well. It's a sprawl to an up dog. There's a sprawl and a burpee. So I want you to try to keep that chest upright as you pull down. Then drive those feet back, and you're going to keep the hips off the floor once you're in that bottom position. All right? So follow me on the first rep, and then your pace from there. All right, find your athletic stance. Pull those hips on down, hands to the floor, jump back, lift chest, and jump those feet forward. Stand tall. Back down, back, and up, down. Hands to the floor, back, or your hips do not touch the floor in that up dog position. Pull those hips down. Nice and strong. Got about 15 seconds. Strong to those fingertips. Last about 12 seconds here. Light on those feet. Strong through that belly. Last 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right. So our next one here is our lateral lunge. You're working a knee drive. So we're going to stay with one side. A lot of times we'll alternate with our lateral lunge. So I want you to go ahead and set up into a bigger stance, more of our lateral lunge or Cossack squat stance. I want you to pull down that left hip towards that left heel. And as you stand, knee drive, back down, knee drive, back down. Your pace. Working one side. Make sure you have enough power to stay loaded. So don't go so low in that lateral lunge that you cannot get out of that position. Pace yourself. Driving through that left heel. 10 seconds. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. All right. Gonna give the legs a little bit of a breather here. All right, we're gonna make our way back down to a plank position. All right, so we know shoulder taps. We've done them before. You're in a plank position. You alternate that shoulder. So I want you to stay with me on this first rep as we work a little something extra today. All right, so plank position. All right, I want you to take your right hand to your left shoulder, and that left foot's gonna come out. Left foot comes back in, right hand down. Left hand to right shoulder, right foot kicks out, back in, and now your pace, working side to side. A little more fluid. So the direction that that hand goes is the foot that steps out. We're strong to the belly. Got a little bit of dance here. Remember, we're not just relying on the wrist to keep you up. You're digging through the fingertips. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. All right, let's make our way on up. Going back to that lateral lunge. Same as when we worked off to that left, to the side you're working for. Don't go so low that you cannot produce power. So make sure you stay loaded and can punch out of that lateral position. All right, you start with that big stance again if you like to. Pulling down towards that right foot. Now as you stand, knee drive, down, knee drive, down. Anytime you need to take a little breather and tap that right foot on the ground, in this position, you certainly can. Then right back to it. "15 seconds. So as mentioned before, earlier in class, the wrist, we're probably going to get the most work today, and relax. So make sure you're working appropriately and paying attention to how much you're gripping into the floor. All right, so we're going to make our way back down, going into our plank position. All right, we're going to work our sit back, which is where we drive our hips back over top of our heels. And as we extend through the hips, we're going to knee drive. Okay, so follow me on this first rep, and then your pace. Plank, strong sit back, left knee to left elbow, hold. Back, right knee, right elbow, hold. Your pace. Working side to side. Strong to the belly. "15 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and relax. We're up. We're taking big breaths. We're about to get back to that sprawl and that up dog, all right? Remember, hips don't actually ever touch the ground as we lift the chest in that bottom position, all right? Much like a cobra, just we leave the hips off the ground. All right, big breath. Athletic position. Pulling down, hands to the floor, jump back, lift, up. Your pace. Breathe. Now 10 seconds. Light on the feet. Strong through the belly. Strong through the shoulders. 2, 1. Relax. All right. Big breath, big breath. Now let's go back to that lateral lunge. We're going off to the left. If you'd like to start off in your wide base, you certainly can. We can go right from that step, all right? We start with a step this round, so our left foot stepping out, loading, punch, knee drive. Load, punch, knee drive. And try to keep that weight through that heel. Strong to the belly. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, finish up that rep. Relax, all right. Going back to that shoulder tap with that leg step. I'm gonna stay facing the camera this time, just to show a different angle, in case you couldn't notice the lateral movement with that side view last time. All right, big breath. Plank position. Right hand to left shoulder, left foot comes out. And back to reset. Left hand, right shoulder, right foot comes out. Your pace. Working side to side. A little bit of dance here. You're concentrating. Got about 10 more seconds. Four, 3, 2, and relax. All right, let's get those wrists, a little breather again. Let's make our way back up. So the reason we broke it up tonight with those lateral lunges laid out as they are. 1, to give your legs a little breather. 2, to give your wrists a little breather. All right, right foot steps out this time. That's the one that's loaded. That's the knee that drives. Let's work. Load, punch, load, punch. Paying attention to your depth. I know a lot of times it's tempting for us to really get low as we work side to side, but you gotta make sure we have enough power to drive into that knee and relax. All right, coming back up, going to that plank position, we have our sit back to that knee extension. And then we're 2 of our 3 rounds through. We're gonna be on the back quarter of our class. We're almost there. All right. Strong to that plank. Strong sit back. Knee drive. Back. Drive. Your pace. "15 seconds. Last 10. 4, 3, 2, and relax. All right, make your way up. Time for a little breather, a couple of breaths, and then we're going back into that sprawl to up dog. This one doesn't have to be done super fast, especially if you're starting to get a little gassed. Spend some time in that extended position. All right, open up that front. That interior, we list here so much. All right, let's take it down. Drop those hands. Lift. Once you're ready, up. Breathe. Working to get those feet into that athletic stance, coming out of that up dog. You're strong, about 10 seconds. Once you finish up that rep, relax. All right. Lateral lunge, knee drive coming up. Let's make this goal for this round is to look smooth, to look good, to look strong through every inch. All right, don't worry about speed. All right, you're looking smooth. Step it out. Low, drive. Low, punch. Last 10. Three, two, one. Relax. All right. Big breath. Going back to that plank tap. Shoulder tap, leg kick out. Shoulder tap, leg kicks out. All right. A little bit of dance here. Want to feel those hips. Want to feel that core turning on. Especially though we feel those shoulders staying strong. Set it up. Tap. Go that direction. Tap. Ooh, go that direction. This doesn't have to be done fast. Slow it down. Get to know those positions a little bit. 15 seconds. And then we'll be down to one last plank position today, which will be our sit back with our knee extension. One last lateral lunge coming up. 3, 2, finish up that rep. We're up. All right, big breath. All right, the legs should be tired, quads should be tired, hip flexors are probably talking to you. We're gonna take care of all of that. We got some time in class. But on that note, right side, load it, drive. You're strong. "15 seconds. Four, 3, 2, and finish up that rep. Woo! Done with our lateral lunges. We're going to finish off with our sit back to our knee extension, just like all the movements we've done so far. Don't worry about speed, strength, stability, smooth and strong. Set it up. Let's work. Back, punch. Back, punch, your pace. Ten. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Let's stay on the ground. Sit tall, breathe. All right. We're going to spend a lot of time actually on the hip flexor pretty much the rest of the class. So bring those feet on out in front. So bring that right foot back, tuck that heel as close to the glute as you can. All right knee's pressing to the floor. Now we start to lie back. If that's not quite enough, you don't quite feel enough through that hip flexor, through that quad. You drop back onto that forearm. Make sure that rib cage stays down. Tall through your head. Breathe. You take this stretch up to the buzzer, and then we'll work the other side for roughly 30 seconds. But if you'd like to work longer, you certainly can. For time's sake, that's as much as I'm going to take you through today. So let's switch out legs. Breathe. If you're enjoying that stretch, stay there as long as you like. That does it for me this evening. I appreciate you spending your night, feels like night, with me. And stay classy out there. If you haven't had dinner yet, go fuel up.